What's up, guys? Some parts from M Carbo just arrived, some replacement parts, and I'll kind of go over real quick what they're going to be and just do some on video. But this is for a new acquisition of mine. This is an LCP Max by Ruger. 10 rounds plus one of 380. So obviously it's not like a offensive handgun or one that I'm going to be carrying out of waistband, but more for pocket carry, for very slim, discreet, comfortable carrying. As for me, I am a civilian, so I don't feel like I need to carry, 17 plus one every day. This is an option though, but options are good. Options means you have, just different things you can use for the day. But what I grabbed from M Carbo is a stainless steel guide rod, a stronger, I think this is 13-pound extra power recoil spring, and a beefier takedown pin. I'm also going to try these out, a trigger kit. I don't really have an issue with the trigger pull on this one, but I'll kind of go over that and why I'm replacing some of the stuff. But I did take this out to the range. I got this for like $250, I believe. This is the one with the stainless slide, no manual safety. But a great little gun. Obviously, it's been a while since I've shot anything this small. I can't really get a full grip on there with the magazine. I think there's a pinky extension, but I'd rather leave that without, just to kind of minimize how big it is. But just for comparison, I already have a pocket carry. This isn't gonna getting replaced, but options are good. You guys can see the size difference there, and it's a lot slimmer. The weight, they're not too far off. I think this is like 10, almost 11 ounces loaded. I forget the weight on this, but it's not too bad. But 5 shots of 38 special, 10 shots of 380. Right now, I am carrying some Federal HST, good round. Some of the tests do look pretty consistent with it, so I like consistency, I like quality. But let's just go ahead. I won't be doing a video on this yet. I'm just going to be doing this stuff. The reason being is I know these aren't high round count guns like ones you could just shoot every day at the range or very often. But I wanted to kind of beef up those areas that were of concern. Plus, this is a stronger guide rod or recoil spring, which isn't really for any kind of recoil reduction. I don't really have a problem with this. It pops, but it's not so bad. It's less spicy than my 38, but it's more for just being able to slide and manually take care of different ammo and stuff like that. Be a little bit stronger, I guess. But as far as a trigger, I think mine weighed in around 6 pounds, which isn't horrible. Takes up right there, and then it kind of creeps, and breaks, and you hear that ting of the spring letting go. But I'll put this in and see how it feels. I'm not really too concerned with the 6 pound pull, but very happy with the what you get for the price. Obviously, they had to cut some corners, not in a negative. I'm not saying that in a negative way to bring it to this price point, but $250 if you get it on sale. I'm sure you can get it cheaper some other places for a pocket carry like this. I think it's fantastic, and I've heard just good things about it. Obviously, everything has some issues, but for the most part, I've heard positive things about the LCP Max, and I've kind of wanted one, and I saw it for the price. I'm like, hey, why not? Something I can throw in the pocket if I don't have the J-frame and I'm not carrying my my larger semi-automatic. So let's pop that out. This is a takedown pin, and why I decided to change it out. I'll try and kind of show you. So this is the one from M Carbo. Great company, by the way. I bought a couple of things from them before. Never had any issues, and they seem to be pretty reputable. So this is the OEM one. And then this is the new one from M Carbo. Definitely feels heavier. And I feel like that would probably take a little bit more abuse, if that makes sense. If I'm going to be shooting maybe a little bit more often than other people, so I'll be putting that in. Let's do the guide rod, and I'll show you guys the guide rod itself. But yeah, I shot about close to 100 rounds the other day, and I kind of just wiped down the stuff, let it break in a little bit. But yeah, what I mean by quality is you guys can see some of the milling lines and stuff on the inside of the slide, which I'm not mad about. It still functions great. And then the plastic is pretty, it's not that the strongest, but it's got like an aluminum insert for the trigger assembly, which kind of, helps keep that kind of strong. But it's not the most like complex system. for better or for worse. But what I did is I just kind of oiled this the rail up here itself, oiled the barrel, and I just ran it. And I did have some issues with some flat nose running in here. I had to kind of push it in the battery. Oh, I should take this out. Sorry guys, my brain's elsewhere. So it uses a dual spring recoil system, and that's the original guide rod. Let's pull out the new one that I'll be putting in there. That just shot right out. I'm not good at multitasking, so I'll like forget what to do stuff. So this is the OEM one, and that's the new one from M Carbo right here. But obviously the same size, but I'm assuming this is a higher quality steel, so it should hopefully last longer. I don't really foresee this being like broken or anything, but I'd rather go ahead and pop this in if I need to. And then the dual recoils, the spring assembly, is just they have a small skinnier one on the inside, and then the one that we're going to be placing on the outside. So this is, I think they say maybe 11 pounds. I could be mistaken. Let's go ahead and cut this open. So a little bit longer. It does feel a little more tense on there. So I'm gonna pop the skinny interior spring on there, then screw in or just slide that over there. So that's it for the recoil spring. Got a little bit of gook there, but yeah, this is the barrel. Again, like 2.8, 2.7 inches long as far as the thing. I did also barrel snake the barrel out after I shot. But yeah, the flat nose will kind of hit there and not feed in. I would just have to slam the back of the slide in, it would go in the battery. That happened to about, I think, 3 rounds out of like 70 or 80. But otherwise, I didn't have any issues. Shot surprisingly good, especially for the size. I still need practice though. Alright, there you go. Looks good. Alright, so we'll put that guy back on the frame. And then this is the new M Carbo one. So slide that back a little bit. You're gonna have to I can definitely tell it requires a little bit of more muscle. Not that it was hard to begin with, but I like that feeling. It feels pretty solid. But I thought I'd go over just the changes I wanted to do. I will be putting this in, seeing how the spring kit feels for the trigger. They do also sell, I think, there's another company, I forget the name of them, but they also sell a different trigger system and a shoe. M Carbo also sells a shoe, but honestly, I don't really have a problem with this one. Some people had some pinching issues down there, but yeah, I don't really have a issue with that. But I just figured, you know, since I'm shopping, I might as well just grab this together, try it out. But yeah, that's it, guys. So far so good, pretty happy. I know they say there's a I guess a wear-in period for this gun, but I've been pretty happy just throwing it in my pocket. Comes with this little pocket holster. It's not the best as far as staying off when you pull it from the pocket, so I need to just fork up and get like either a Kydex one or maybe like a DeSantis. I just haven't done it. But it's nice to kind of be able to, you know, I'm always get a secure grip, and then you're able to just rip it out if you need to. But yeah, let me know if you guys have any experience with the Ruger LCP Max or any of the previous LCPs or LCP2. I've been pretty happy with this, and I think with those couple of changes I put on there, it's going to be even more, I don't know, confidence inspiring, if that makes any sense. Alright guys, y'all have a good night, and happy Thanksgiving to everyone.